I want y'all to hang with me today now. A lot of y'all might say, ooh, no, I don't like those. But listen, you must try them because they are so good. So good. I could almost eat a whole rutabaga by myself. And that's what I'm cooking for y'all right now because this is what I'm having for supper tonight. So I want to go ahead and get it cooked because it takes a little while for rutabaga to cook. And this is harder than my head. It is heavy. It's hard. It's one of the root vegetables, and it's been coated in wax, I guess, to just give it a little longer life to it. And it's going to be so hard. In fact, I may have to switch places with Eddie and let him take over slicing it for me. But I'm going to try. I cooked one last week, and I got it done, but it took me a while. So if you're going to cook rutabagas, make sure you got a strong person in the kitchen with you to help carry the load. All right. So let's talk about fresh vegetables. I buy hog jowl from my local grocery store. And this is smoked pork jowl bacon. So this comes from the jowl of the pig. And it's got the best seasoning in the whole entire world. I love using this for my green beans, for my butter beans and peas and rutabagas, because there's no flavor like this one, y'all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice this about as thin as I can because I want to be able to, and I usually always, now Mama, I think Mama just left hers in cubes most of the time when she cooked rutabagas, but I really do like mine mashed. See how teeny I'm cutting that, y'all? That's because I don't want to have to stand up here for a couple of hours waiting for that to get nice and soft. All right, so I've got this nicely diced. Now I'm going to put it in my pot and let that be cooking while I'm wrestling this alligator. Because that's what it's going to feel like I'm doing. All right, so now I don't want to drown it because I don't want to drown my rutabaga when it starts cooking. So I kind of just put the water in it as I need it, y'all. So like I said, we're not going to drown it. I'll just keep adding to it. But I want that super soft. I wonder if I need some more. I might do another little slice because that's a pretty good size rutabaga. Okay, so here we go. I said I was going to start wrestling this alligator, and I'm walking around here putting it off. All right, now the first thing I'm going to do is cut the ends off. I'm going to try to cut the ends off. This is not going to be easy. Doesn't matter how you cut it. It's not going to be easy. Now, some people would prefer to put that down on the flat surface that you made and just go around it and peel it just like that. I think I have better luck using a potato peeler. See, to me, that's so much easier than trying to manhandle that knife. You just have to have a little patience, y'all, when you're cooking a rutabaga, when you're trying to cut a rutabaga. And this hog jowl is getting this kitchen. You know, I can smell it, and it takes me straight to the country. It takes me to Southwest Georgia. All right. Now, when we get through with this rutabaga, we want to cut it like we would dicing up a potato for potato salad. That's the size I like mine. So here we go. Now, there's an easier way to do this rutabaga. I'm just kind of hard-headed. You know, I just like it diced like I would a potato for potato salad. But we were talking when we broke filming for a second, and Eddie said that his mother, he said every fall she would start cooking he calls them balled dinners, but it would be, you know, the root vegetables, and naturally a rutabaga was in there. And the way Eddie's mother would do it is she would just quarter it, and she'd probably get your daddy to help, wouldn't she, Eddie? Or did she do it by? Probably. And just, you know, have 4 quarters. It would just take longer to cook. Okay, look here. I'm going to be able to mash that up so easy with those rutabagas. So I'm going to go get me a little bit more water. Well, I can get it right here, can't I?
How much water would you say?
I don't know. I add it along as needed. I don't want to drown them. So they're gonna soak up that smokiness from that hog jowl. Ooh, and the last time I had them, I made some good old cornbread. My lips were smacking all over the place. I'm gonna sprinkle it with a little garlic powder and salt. A little pepper. And I add like a tablespoon of sugar to mine. And it just gives it that little tad of sweet. Here we go. All right. Just going to stir that around and let it get in that juice from that hog jowl. And I'm going to add a little bit more water. Like I said, I don't want to drown it. So I may not have to add another drop of water now because I went ahead and put a good bit in there, more than usual. So, but I'll cook that.
So it's just covering?
Yeah, I mean, I've just barely got it covered. But when I get ready to mash them, hopefully there'll be no water left in them. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Love me a rutabaga. Okay, everybody, I think our rutabagas have been cooking about 45 minutes. So there's a little water in the bottom, but not a whole bunch. So I'm just going to take my old-timey potato masher and just start mashing the hog jowl and everything.
What might have you added?
What have I added? I did add something when the camera wasn't rolling. I added a little butter to go along, not a whole bunch, maybe a tablespoon, to just have that little butter flavor to the rutabagas. And you want to correct your seasoning at the end. And I thought it needed a tad more salt, so I just sprinkled a little salt. That's all I did, Eddie, not much. Teresa, I want you to taste, since you don't know if you've ever had a rutabaga. Well, you have got to taste. Here, look at me.
Has a taste.
All right, you want to get a couple of forks? I'm going to make sure you get some of that hog jowl. All right, I'm just going to give you just a
tiny
taste. Yes. Because I'm not going to waste it on you if you don't like it. I could eat that whole pot.
Me too.
So Eddie and I'll be fighting over the rutabagas. And one person we won't have to fight is Michael Groover.
He doesn't like it either?
He's not crazy about them, but to be a sport.
Now, see, I didn't have any pork chops or chicken. I just had green beans and rutabagas.
So good.
They're good. They're a little sweet. They've got a sweet flavor to them.
Well,
I know you put sugar.
Just a tablespoon.
No. They
And
don't
it's-
taste like anything I've ever tasted
And
before.
well, there's nothing else that tastes like this. Maybe I added a little bit too much sugar, but it was a scant tablespoon that I added.
They're good.
And don't you just love that smoky taste?
I
That
love anything with hot chocolate. I mean, that kind of takes it to a whole different level in my opinion.
And then just enough butter to add the little butter flavor.
Yes. I didn't realize our store carried hot chocolate all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Very good.
Eddie, I know you're ready for some. Eddie
Okay,
loves
you need to
these
wrap
as
it up
much
so
as
he
I
can
do.
have some.
I know. Love and best dishes, y'all. You can't only wait for supper. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.